yogis, welcome. Thank you for joining me today for Mommy and Me Yoga, a class you can do by yourself or with your mom or your dad or any of your friends or family that's with you today. All you need for this class is a yoga mat, or you can use a towel or any soft surface like your carpet in your living room or your bedroom will work perfectly. My name's Teresa, and this is my studio, Love at First Flight. Today we're going to practice yoga. Does anyone know what yoga is? That's right, yoga. You practice your breathing, you practice yoga poses, and you have lots of fun. It helps you to feel calm and happy inside and out. And you can practice yoga anywhere. So thanks for joining me. Well, let's get started with our breathing. We use our spirit to help us remember to take deep, cleansing breaths. So when I make the spirit get big, we'll take a deep breath through our nose. And then when I make it small, we'll blow the air out just like we're blowing out our birthday candles. Deep breath in and deep breath out. So our breathing helps us in many ways, on the mat and off the mat. So that means it helps us in our yoga class. When we're getting tired, we can breathe and help bring energy into our body and help our bodies remain calm. Or outside and off our mat, when things get hard or we're super excited or we're nervous or we're scared, we can do our breathing just like this, in through your nose and out through your mouth until we start to feel better inside and out. So today we're going to talk about another type of breath. It's called the bunny breath. With Easter just around the corner, I thought it'd be fun to have a bunny breath class today. So I have my flower, and if you can see, I have my little bunny with me today that's going to show you when you're breathing. So you can grab any kind of little stuffed animal if you have one, or if you don't really need one. It's just for fun. So I have my bunny today, and then I also have my flower. This is just a pretend flower, so if you have something like this, you can use this, or you can use your imagination. So with the flower, we're going to pretend to be bunnies ourselves and do our bunny breath. For your bunny breath, you take 3 breaths in through your nose, like you're smelling a flower, like a bunny would. And then you blow out of your mouth. So 3 breaths in, and then out. Try that again, 3 breaths in, and then out. So just like a bunny, scrunches up its little nose and then blows out. That's another type of breath you can use to help calm yourself. So I'm just going to set this over here to remind you to practice your breathing. All right. So today, let's get moving. Let's start with our first. Let's do a silly to get our sillies out so we can focus in class and keep learning our yoga poses and keep moving our body in ways that feel good. All right, so our silly we need our yoga glasses, so put up your hands, bring your first finger and your second finger together, so your thumb and your index finger. See my little glasses? You can put them on and you can see with your yoga glasses. So you can have your yoga glasses and rest your arms on your legs or have them up in the sky, or you can bring your hands into namaste. Remember, namaste means the good in me sees the good in you. So any of these ways you can hold your hand. But our silly let's do opera. about warming up at the piano? Oh, 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 oh. So imagine you're playing the piano. Oh, 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 oh. Or opera. Kind of sounds like the real huh? Remember when the yogis 5,000 years ago would sit and try to meditate? They would have their yogi glasses, or they would sit in namaste, and they would say, Om. Put your hand on your chest. You'll feel that vibration, that movement. Let's do it together. Om. Did you feel that? That's what the yogis called the heartbeat of the universe. It was so quiet and there was no extra noise of cars or anything like airplanes. So they heard that when everyone would meditate together. And they would be as one in harmony. And if we do that together, it sounds really neat, doesn't it? And it's very calming and soothing. That's something you can do on your own and get that same feeling. Just like with meditation, you can do that on your own too. And with your meditation, to help you focus, you can think of something like we like to think of in class is a little mantra where we say, peace begins with me. And we'll use our hands again, and we'll bring each finger to our thumb for every word we say. So let's try it. Peace begins with me. Very nice. So we're going to try that 4 ways. We're going to use our regular voice, then we'll whisper really quiet. Then we'll shout it out with our loudest voice, and then we'll say it in our mind. All right? Let's try. Peace begins with me. Now whisper. Peace begins with me. Now shout it out. Peace begins with me. Now in your head. Nice. Does anyone else feel calm like me now and ready to move? So in yoga, sometimes it feels really good to stretch. And you know the yogis, when they would sit and meditate, they would see all the animals stretching. And a lot of our yoga poses are based off of different stretches animals do. Did you know that? So we have downward dog. Have you ever seen your dog stretch? Downward dog is, let me make some room on my mat, and you can try it with me too. Come onto your knees first. Your hands are under your shoulders. You're going to tuck your toes and press your hips up and back. That's downward dog. Have you ever seen your dog stretch like this? Or I bet you've seen them do upward dog. Come on to the tops of your feet and lower your hips and look up at the sky. So downward dog and upward dog. Or how about your cat? If you come to table, which is on your hands and knees, your hands are under your shoulders, your knees are under your hips, and your cat, when he stretches, he rounds his back, brings his chin towards his chest. Meow. Or a cow will lower its belly and look up at the sky and raise its hips towards the sky. So a lot of yoga stretching is cat-cow. So you would take a breath, inhale cow, look up and lengthen. Exhale, meaning blow out your nose or out your mouth. Get round, cat. So inhale cow through your nose, take that breath that we talked about. Exhale cat. Get round. Does that feel good on your back? Inhale cow. Take a breath in. Exhale cat. Another nice pose in yoga that gives you a great stretch, it's also a resting pose, is child's pose. So you'll take your knees apart and your toes together. See how it looks? And then you'll sit back on your heels and reach your arms out in front of you. Rest your head on the mat or the side of your head, whatever feels comfortable. Feel that stretch. You can get a good stretch by walking your hands over to the side of the mat and reaching out further with one arm. See my arm on the left? I'm reaching out further, and then you press the same hip down. You get a nice stretch in the side of your body. It's dreamy, isn't it? Then walk your hands to the other side of the mat and reach out with your opposite arm and press your other hip down to the right side. And then come back to the middle. Come back into table. Tuck your toes and come into downward dog. Feel that stretch in the back of your legs. And press your heels to the mat. You could walk your dog, so bend one knee and the other knee. You could wag your tail, so swish side to side. You could do donkey kicks, so you kick one leg up and then the other. Give it a try. And come back to table. And you sit on your bottom with me. Bring your feet together and your knees apart. And now you're like a butterfly. Can you imagine your bunny chasing a butterfly? Can you make your wings flap? Another great stretch would be to sit up tall and twist towards one side and look over your shoulder. And then come to center, twist to the other side, look over your shoulder. So you could do this, or you could do it with a friend, your brother or sister. You could come into a straddle. See how I'm sitting? This is called a straddle. And they could sit in front of you, put their feet on yours, and you have the same shape. And you could hold hands. And one would lean forward, and the other one would lean back. So you could get a nice stretch like that. Or you could hold one hand and twist just like we did. And then come to center and hold their other hand and look over your shoulder on the other side. So that's a great way to stretch together. So now that we've got some stretching in, I think we're ready to move. So let's do our sun salutations to wake our body up. We'll get to use some of those poses that we just talked about. So go ahead and stand up with me. So the sun salutations is just a way to warm ourselves up. So the first pose is namaste, our wishing pose. Namaste, and then after that is butterfly. So you'll bring your thumbs together and your fingers will overlap. We'll say butterfly up, and you'll flutter your wings and bring your arms towards the sky. And then we'll say ragdoll. You'll fold at your waist. Your knees can be bent, your arms can hang, your head can hang. And then we say jump back. So you'll jump back. Plank pose. Your shoulders are over your hands. Downward dog. Upward dog, just like we talked about. Downward arf. Upward arf. Hop forward. Mountain pose. Namaste. You guys think you got that? Okay, let's do it together. So we'll pick up the pace just a little bit to warm our bodies up. Namaste. Butterfly up. Butterfly down. Jump back. Plank pose. Downward dog. Upward dog. Downward arf. Upward ooh. Jump forward. Mountain pose. Namaste. Nice. So I'm going to add some different poses, some of the stretching that we did earlier, and maybe a few surprises too. Let's try that one more time together, and we'll keep the same pace. Namaste, butterfly up, butterfly down. Ragdoll, jump back, plank pose, downward dog, upward dog, downward arf, upward oh, lower down, cobra, table, cow, cat, cow, moo, cat, meow, downward dog, jump forward, chair pose, hips back, rocking chair, mountain pose, namaste. Good job, that was a lot of fun and a great way to warm up our bodies. Meet me on your mat. Now that we're warmed up, let's play a game. Let's go on a hunt. We're going to look for our bunny rabbit. I know he's right there, but we're going to pretend we don't know where he is, and I'll take you through as we look for him together, and we'll do different poses to get through the obstacles that we find along the way. So we have to use our imagination. And this is a great way to move our bodies too, and to learn different yoga poses. So you ready to go with me? So listen close as we go on this adventure to find our rabbit. All right. So I got this bunny rabbit for Easter one year, and I was so excited. I had to use my bunny breath so that I could tell people about it, because I was that excited. Can you do your bunny breath? Nice. But then one day, I couldn't find my bunny rabbit, and I was so scared that something happened, and I was so nervous that I definitely had to do my breathing. So I used my deep breathing. Can you do that with me? Deep breath in, deep breath out. Nice cleansing breath. One more time. In through your nose, out through your mouth. And that helped me feel a lot better, so I could think clearly and I could come up with a plan on how to find my rabbit. So what I did was I got ready. I packed my bag. So go ahead and sit here while we make up our plan. Come into your best, let's see, storytelling pose, story listening pose. So your legs can be apart in our straddle. Your arms can rest on your floor, your mat if you can reach. Otherwise, they can bend at the elbow. Bring your hands under your chin. So we packed the bags. So I reached my arms up and twisted this way to see what I needed from over here to put in my bag. And you know what I saw? Oh, I saw my bow that shoots rainbows. And you know what? that might come in handy. I'll show you how it works. So your feet go in front, you grab for your big toe, you bend your knee towards your body to load the rainbow, and then you let it go out to the side and you shoot the rainbow. You see how that works? And guess how rainbows come in handy? Let's do the other side. Because in yoga, what you do on one side, you do on the other side. So get ready to load your rainbow. Hold on to your big toe, bring your leg towards your body, and then shoot your rainbow. Nice. You know what rainbows are good for? They're good for sliding down. So we definitely want to pack our rainbow shooter. So go ahead and pack that in your bag. Let's look over here. Oh, I need to pack my yogi glasses. They help me see better when I'm looking for things that are hard to find. So what else? Is there anything else you think we need? You pack whatever you think we need that will help us on our adventure. And what we don't have, we can work it out in our minds, and we can always make anything into anything we want because it's all in our head and for fun, right? Okay. So it could be anything you want. So let's get ready. So we're going on this hunt. And first thing, I think my dog is a pretty good person that helps me find things, a good dog, to help me find things, because he's got a good sniffer. And he can get low, and you stretch like a puppy. See how low to the ground he can get and how much better he can see? Yeah. So we can be our puppy, or maybe our cat too. Because a cat can climb, right? It can climb. Yeah. So we're going to look for a rabbit. So these are good skills to have, right? Oh, let's get up and let's try this. Let's start on our feet. Now, when we're trying to concentrate, a good way to do that is to practice skills that help us focus in the moment. Now, one thing you can do is try focusing on your feet. Let's step on our heel and then to our toe. And then our heel and then to our toe. Can you try that? And just watch your feet. Do you notice anything? It's easy to think about just your feet when you focus on them. Can you try making a zigzag? So walk to the left, and then walk to the right. And then walk to the other side, and then to the other side. Or how about marching in place? Can you do that? Lift your leg, and then toe, heel, toe, heel. Or how about like a bunny? We do some hopping. If we think like a bunny, maybe we'll find our bunny. Oh, look, I see some water up ahead. Maybe we can use our rainbow to get over the water so we don't have to swim. Or we could swim if you know how. But maybe if we try our rainbow, can you come down to the floor and get your rainbow out of your bag? Set it up and then let it go. Don't forget the other side. Bring it in and let it go. There's a beautiful rainbow. Let's use our cat skills to climb up so that we can slide down. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Whee! Look, we other side. Oh. Oh, I see something up ahead. Oh, wow. I see lots of pretty flowers. Maybe our rabbit is there, but it's over there. We have to climb the mountain. Can you climb the mountain with me? So do your mountain pose, and then we'll climb it. Marching in place, and then mountain pose, and march in place. And one more mountain. Ooh, and then I see a stream. Can't go under it. We'll have to, can't go around it. We'll have to go through it. Well, let's get into our boat. So boat pose, you sit on your bottom, lift your chest, bring your hands behind your legs so you can bring them up, your knees towards your chest, or you can extend your legs and reach your arms out. That's boat pose. So you can hold here or reach your legs out. Well, what kind of boat are you? Are you a speedboat with an engine? Wait, let's see if I can do that again. Or are you a rowboat? Do you have your oar? Do you need to paddle? What kind of boat are you? That's a great exercise. So pull your belly button in and up and row your boat. We made it to the other side. I see the flowers. We need to get low though. We have to go under this bridge and it's really low. So let's get on our bellies like the cobra. Bring your hands to your ribs and lift your chest and let's slither just like a snake would. We're almost there. We're slithering through the grass, under the bridge. We're so close. Let me get out my yogi glasses to see better. Can you see how close we are? Maybe you can grab onto your ankle on either side and hold onto your ankles and rock back and forth to get over there a little quicker. Or you can stay in your cobra and slither. Or now that the bridge is gone, you can come back up into table and do your cat. And stretch, meow. And cow, moo. And cat, meow. And cow, moo. And the cow will just go through till it makes it to the flower. Can you practice your bunny breath on the flower you find? Remember, through your nose and out your mouth. Through your nose. 3 breaths and out your mouth. Just like that. The flowers are here. Our bunny definitely is somewhere nearby. Can you see with your yogi glasses? Can you see our bunny? You can? Where is our bunny? Oh my goodness, you're right. I found my bunny. Thank you for your help. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. Oh, I love my bunny. Thank you for your help. How are you guys feeling? Do you feel good after that story? So any story that you could come up with, you can practice your yoga poses. Yeah. It's a great way to move our bodies. So let's get moving a little bit more before it's time to go to our secret garden. We have a fun dance song to move our bodies. Yoga hop for bunny hop. So go ahead and get up.
It's true, I'm a yogi.
Get ready to move. Stretch out. Remember we stretch? Mountain pose. Start pose. Reach. Hop. 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 Reach up high and try to touch the sky. Start pose. Ragdoll. Breathe in and out your nose. Stand tall. Pick your own pose. Goddess. Stand tall. Turn left. Let's do goddess. Reach up. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Yoga hop. Shuffle left. Goddess. Stand tall. Shuffle right. Ragdoll. Don't forget to breathe. In and out your nose. Stand tall. To the left. Warrior. To the right. Warrior. Hop. Pick your own pose. Warrior. Balance beam alignment. Stand tall. Reach your arms as long as possible. Do the other side. Your front knee is bent. Your back foot's turned in. Reach your arms as long as possible. Warrior 2. Keep moving. Chair pose. You can do rocking chair or swivel chair. Go one way and then the other. We're hopping, we're hopping, we're hopping around. Feet on the ground. Mountain. Shining star, feet apart, arms apart. shape.
Now that was happening.
That was hopping. Get it? Bunny hop, hopping. What did you guys think? Was it hopping? Well, you're hopping. You're a pretty good yogi. Well, now that we got our movement in, it's time to go to our secret garden where we get to rest. So go ahead and come to your mat. You can grab your bunny or whatever you have. We're gonna rest it on our belly. Let's move some of this so you can see me. So that when you breathe, take some air in your belly, you can see the bunny move, or your friend, your animal. And then take a breath in, fill your lungs, you see it go down, and then blow it out. Or actually, that's when you blow it out, it goes down. Take a deep breath in, fill up your belly, and then a breath out. See all the air goes out? You can see yourself breathing. You see your animal moving up and down. So that's a good way to practice your breathing too. Like, we'll take a deep breath in, fill up our belly, and then a breath out. Let all the air out. Good job. Nope. So let's reach our right arm up, squeeze it tight, and let it go like a spaghetti noodle. Lift your other arm up, squeeze it tight, and let it go like a spaghetti noodle. Lift one leg up, squeeze it tight, let it go. Lift the other leg, squeeze it tight, and let it go. Now bring your arms and legs in. We're going to go to our secret garden. Now remember, this is all in our head. So whenever we talk about, we just pretend we actually stay on our mat the whole time. So you can close your eyes if you feel comfortable. Your mat is going to turn into a magic carpet. We're going to lift up into the sky until our house gets very small and we can barely see it. And we're going to go up in the clouds. We're up here with the birds flying next to us. Yeah, and then I see my secret garden. My secret garden is a beach. What's your secret garden? Your favorite place? Can be anywhere you want. We're going to land there. What do you see? Oh, I see more flowers. I'm going to take a smell of it. Remind me to do my bunny breath. That's very calming. I also see some yummy carrots. They're a little noisy, but they're yummy. I'm going to get up and go explore. You can explore your secret garden too. I see lots of really pretty seashells. They have pretty designs. When I look at them, it makes me calm to hold them in my hand. And when I look at the design on it, I practice my breathing. It reminds me to take breath through my nose and out my nose. And I hear, what do I hear? I hear some splashing over there. Oh, there's fish jumping in and out of the water. Do you hear something? What do you see? What do you hear? Go ahead and do anything you like to do at your secret garden. I'm going to float in the water and try to just be here and feel the warm water on my body and listen to the splashing and smell the air. the flowers in the air. We'll go ahead and make our way back to the mat, to your magic carpet. Go ahead and get inside. It's time to go back home. But you can come back to the secret garden anytime you want. It's always with you in your mind. And it's a nice way to relax or to feel better inside and out. So go ahead and get inside your carpet. We're going to fly up above the clouds again. And then we're going to come through the clouds. Ooh, I feel like I got sprinkles on me. And then we're going to land in your house, in my studio. Go ahead and reach your arms overhead. Take a full body stretch. Reach from your fingers to your toes. Try to get taller. And then bring your knees in towards your chest. Try to make a ball. And roll to one side. Take a breath here. And then come up to your bottoms. Good job, guys. So remember the breathing that we practiced. And you can have fun practicing your yoga poses too. And maybe even sharing something you learned with someone you care about. So you're breathing, where you take a deep breath in through your nose, and then out through your mouth like you're blowing out your candles or your bunny breath. Or just a breath through your nose and out your nose. Resting your hand on your belly and feeling it get bigger and then get smaller. Or you can do your bunny hop, your yoga hop. Remember what you do on one side, you do on the other. And stretch out your body and practice your poses. And then I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. Namaste.